and welcome to growercoach.com. Ken Salvail here today, just talking a little bit about some planters. So I'm hopefully going to give you a few summer tips and tell you a little bit about these particular planters. These are just some planters that we threw together. We tried to get a couple of combinations here that were nice, and really nice hot pink geranium here, and a rich purple supertunia of some type. I will try to include the names of these on the video. There's a lovely verbena here that's looking quite nice. It's a very nice blue tone. I really like this bicolor petunia here. It's really quite spectacular. Big blooms and really lovely color. Works really well with the white petunias there. And I'll just talk a little bit about the papyrus. This one's just starting to get going. And so this is a true cypress. These are the papyrus that you find in Egypt, of course. And these plants are really water lovers, and they grow enormous. This one is King Tut. So this thing can get as high as about 8 feet high and about 7 or 8 feet across. Really cool plant. Excellent. Even if you didn't have any of this stuff in these planters, you just had a papyrus in there, it would be spectacular. Really nice for poolside, you know, something give you a little bit more of an exotic look. But man, these things grow like crazy. So really great plant and fast growing. So this one, even though it's got a little bit of sort of rattiness in it, it's because it's only been planted for a couple of weeks. And it's just getting going. So I'll probably have more videos on this in the future, just because it's a cool plant, something I really like. And it's big. Watch out, it really grows fast. It'll often take over the entire planter. So because it is big and fast, it needs lots of water and lots of food. Those are the two key ingredients. If you think about these in Egypt, where they're native to, and along the Nile River, they'll grow right in the water, almost like right on the shore. So they like that constant moisture and lots of nutrition. So yeah, with all these planters, we wanted to make sure that all planters are fed on a regular basis. It's important to note that when you buy planters from your garden center, that the plants themselves and the planters have almost continuous liquid feed. So they always have a regular food supply. And once they go home to you, then they start to starve a little bit. They get hungry because they're used to having water every single feeding, every single watering. So now when we get them home, we want to be feeding at least once or twice a week. That's sort of the minimum. These, we haven't fed them much because we did put a slow release fertilizer in these to start with. So we know that that there's a little bit of food in there, but I can already see that they're starting to go a little bit pale. They're not the dark green. Like this planter is a much darker green foliage than this one. And even the other variety there, that lighter pink petunia. So these guys need lots of food. So we use a supplemental slow release fertilizer, plus we feed twice a week. In this climate, we're quite hot here, so we need to water at least once a day, sometimes twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day during a heat wave, which apparently there's one coming soon. So we do have an automated system here where these will get automatically watered. Right now they're getting watered twice a day. So once at 10 a.m. and once at about 4 p.m. And what I'll do is I'll make sure that I set that up so that it'll actually add a second one. So then I do a 10 a.m., about a 3 p.m., and then I'll do another one at about 5 p.m. just because we get the hot afternoon sun here and it just cooks them. My run time on these is only 3 minutes, so it's not a huge amount of water. It's just the right amount to soak the root mass and then have a little bit run out the bottom. So that's why whenever you can have automatic water for your planters, and especially if you can have a dedicated zone where you can set it to just that couple minutes, 2, 3, 4, or 5 minutes, 3 times a day, it's just optimum for hot climates. So anyway, I just want to pass that on about watering in hot climates. You really can't miss, because they just don't do well. So anyway, that's it for today. Thanks so much for tuning in to Grower Coach, and we hope to see you again in our next video series.